In this video, we'll be showing you how to make your own best organic liquid fertilizer.
Using stinging nettle and brown sugar, we'll be showing you how to make fermented plant juice, which is extremely good for the growth of your plant and is 100% organic.
Hello and Assalamu alaikum. If you're new to our channel, I'm Akibullah.
I'm Ali Raja. Assalamu alaikum.
Fermented plant juice, also known as FPJ, is an organic liquid fertilizer which originates from Korea. It has been used in natural Korean farming for centuries. If you're into organic gardening, make sure you watch this video till the end, because we will be showing you how to make this organic liquid fertilizer and how to use it as a foliar spray so you get a great result from your plants. To make fermented plant juice using stinging nettles, you need brown sugar, or you could use dried molasses, a bowl, a pair of scissors, a vase, and a jar to store your juice. Don't forget to protect yourself by using a pair of gloves. Stinging nettles can be found in your garden, local parks, or in open fields. Just like that. Stinging nettles are packed with macro and micronutrients such as nitrogen, magnesium and calcium.
Once you have gathered your stinging nettles, you want to cut them or break them into small pieces, about 1 inch apart. You could use a scissor or just simply break them. I'm going to actually use a scissor. And then we're going to be using an equal amount of nettles and with equal amount of brown sugar. We'll be using brown sugar today, or you could use molasses. And it has to be dry molasses. You don't have to wash them, just keep them natural. Just make sure there's no insects and ants on them. Cut them about 1 inch size. Once you have cut the nettles into small pieces, we need to weigh the nettles so that we can add the same ratio of brown sugar or dry molasses. So for example, if the nettle weighs half a kilo, you need to add half a kilo of brown sugar or dry molasses. Okay, so that's 600 grams of nettles. We're going to be adding 600 grams of brown sugar. Oh, that's good. That's exactly 600 grams. So 600 grams in this bag, we have 600 grams of stinging nettles. So I add the sugar into the bowl with the nettles. So mix the sugar into the nettles and whip them. So make sure to mix the sugar into the nettles properly. They should look something like this. Now put it into a vase. The vase should be large enough to hold your nettle and your sugar in it. So I've got 600 grams of sugar and 600 grams of nettles. This vase is big enough, large enough. a little sugar to go on the top. We need to add something heavy on the top so that it actually pushes down the nettle, keeps the nettle downward for the fermentation process to begin. You could use bricks or stones, something to push it, keep it down. So as the chemical breaks down, so it pushes downward. Now we're going to cover the vase with a breathable material so no insects can go in there. So I'm going to be using this cloth, a breathable cloth. So place the cloth over it and using a string, tie it so no insects and ants can go in there. Now keep this jar inside the house in a dry, warm place without exposing it to direct sunlight. Hopefully about 7 or 10 days the fermentation will have completed. This is the result we have after 7 days. Okay, so the fermentation have completed. I can see this beautiful brown looking juice at the bottom. Now we need a clean bowl, a colander and a muslin cloth. Place the muslin cloth over the colander. Now we need to squeeze out the juice. Now turn the cloth so that we can squeeze out all the juice. Once you have sieved all your juice out, you want to store the juice into a sterilized bottle. Don't forget to label the jar and don't forget to write the date and what you have made the fermented plant juice with. You can keep this for a year. This fermented plant juice works really well in the growth stage. So you could use it on your chili plant, your cucumber, tomato, your bottle gourd. I'll be making a separate video how to make fermented plant juice for the fruiting stage. So for example, when your plant has grown tall and it starts to flower and it's ready to fruit, we want to use a fertilizer that has more potassium in it. So this fertilizer works really well at the growth stage because it contains more nitrogen, and I'll be making a separate video, the part 2 of this video, to show you how to make a fertilizer that contains more potassium in it.
When you're mixing fermented plant juice into water, the ratio should be 2 ml per every 1 litre of water. This sprayer is 1 litre, so we're going to be adding 2 ml of fermented plant juice into this sprayer. Just to give you an example, a teaspoon is 5 ml, so if you're using a teaspoon, it should be slightly less than half a teaspoon. I'm going to be using a syringe to add the FPJ into the water. That is 2 ml. Spray your plants once a week. The best time to spray your plant is late in the day, about 1 hour before sunset.
I hope you have enjoyed watching this video, making fermented plant juice using stinging nettle and brown sugar. Watch out for the second part of this video. We'll be showing you how to make organic liquid fertilizer for the fruiting stage, which contains more potassium.
Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and leave us a comment saying how our videos are doing and what you recommend us to make. Do something amazing and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified every time we upload. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. We'll leave the link in the description down below. Stay safe, Assalamu alaikum, and until then I'll see you in the next one.
Happy gardening. Assalamu alaikum, and I'll see you in the next one.